Welcome to Aarhus, where the modern vista of Denmark's second biggest city disguises the fact that this is a town that goes back to pre-Viking times, in fact, the 8th century.
For me at the moment, it's Ben Ainslie there we're on board with. He's got control as they come in, killing 3 seconds. They're nearly accelerating to full speed. It's Ben Ainslie at the pin end of the line. Looks like he's timed this well. Already on the foils, it's the Kiwis and Burling in the middle of the line. Clear start there. It's Burling already on the foils. Can Ainslie pop the boat up? Burling and Spithill break the line fast, and Sehested comes diving through the middle. The Danish crew blast towards mark number 1.
So as they approach gate number 2, it is the home team that has the lead.
3, 2, 1, turning up.
Denmark Sail GP, presented by Rockwell, has the lead at gate 2. Guys, this is something we haven't seen so far during season 2.
How about using the hometown advantage for a bit of inspiration there? That's a brilliant start by Sehested. Nailed the first jibe, seemed to make a big gain.
This is going to be a very tricky first upwind for all the crews. The wind is shifting through 40 degrees, and we've also got about 10 to 15 kilometers an hour less wind up underneath the city than we do at the bottom. It's going to make the top half of this race course really hard to negotiate.
Have a look at Outeridge though, the Wind Whisperer. He's there on that ley line. Good tack, up at 40 kilometers an hour straight after the tack. 45 kilometers an hour is the magic number to pop on the foil, so he's instantly up on the foil. Looks well set up for gate 3.
That was a lovely tack by the Japanese. The reason they had such a nice tack is their entry speed into that maneuver was 55 kilometers an hour. Really built speed into the tack to stay foiling.
At gate 3, what is Outeridge going to do? Neck and neck with the Kiwis.
Great ley line from Burling. And it's the gold medalist from Rio in the 49er class and the gold medalist from London 2012 in the 49er class. They're used to racing each other. Here we go. It's a bit of a clash of the titans. Early jibe. Both of them trying to find wind. It's close with Australia and Japan there, but I think they've just avoided it. Third place. Ben Ainslie and the British crew moving back in, and look how quickly things can change. No real mistake from Sehested, but ran out of wind, and he's dropped from first to fourth.
2, 1, and 4. Big trim, big trim, big trim.
This is going to be tight. It's going to come down to this last tack. Australia coming through underneath Japan. Japan will have to keep clear. Can he keep clear of Slingsby? Where has Slingsby come from? He's found Sabreeze, and it's Ainslie in a big gust of wind at the top. One more tack to do for Ainslie. These boats have completed the tack. It's going to come down to this final tack in here. Can Ainslie stick it? Here he goes. Needs to stay on the foil. Whoa! He's fought the wing too late. But, oh, Parkinson. No, they fluff the tack. It's all about the re-acceleration here, the tack under pressure.
And how about this? The Danes are going to come back from behind. They were in 4th place and falling back. And as they come to the line in light breeze, it will be Denmark claiming the win in front of the home crowd.
Slingsby through at the finish to second and on the line. Oh, I can't call it. I think it's Burling in third. Oh, it came down to one tack, the money tack, and they missed it.
Oh man. Wowee.
What a finish by Nikolaj Sehested as the Danes get their first win of season 2, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Here comes Slingsby. 4 seconds to go. They're blasting in. It's Spithill and Slingsby blasting down towards mark number 1. 3 boats with a perfect start. Can Spithill and his US crew hang on in there? Slingsby seems to have found a rocket pack as he blasts towards mark number 1. Inside position for Jimmy Spithill. He has control. He sets up to jibe first. Here we go. Needs to stay on the foils. They're turning.
There's your angle, Jimmy.
That's the voice of Rome Kirby. He's calling the angle out of the jibe. And it's a nice jibe by the Americans, but it's Besson who's jibed well. And the Australians look like they might be down to ley line, and they've got their wind clear. It's going to be tight as we come into gate 2. Look at the speed of Billy Besson, and the French crew nailed that first jibe. Ainslie sets up for a jibe. He's going to be looking to take a right turn at the bottom, potentially splitting away from Besson and the French crew, who seem to have got the perfect ley line, but they're losing speed. And here comes Jimmy Spithill round the outside. It's going to be tight out of this gate number 2.
At gate 2, France with the lead. The USA recovers nicely on that downward leg to get into second place. Australia in third. Remember, they had the drag race to mark 1 with the Americans, but it is France and Billy Basson who have taken over the lead here as they head back onto leg 3.
Here we go.
So the Americans pop up on the foils at gate number 4 as they make the turn in the lead. Denmark in second. Australia splits the course, goes to the opposite side.
Great work at the top of the leg there by Tom Slingsby and the Australian crew, but this race is so tight there. Who's found the most wind? You see, look at Jimmy Spittle there. He's looking everywhere, trying to find the breeze. Right turn. Australia will split the course with Jimmy Spittle, who spotted the most breeze. Looks like a nice job by Slingsby. Got himself some space, got himself an opportunity.
And on the last upwind, I felt like the bottom right-hand corner where the Australians are heading was a real nice place to go. Will they come back into the Americans here and eat into the lead?
This is where the race will come down, these final 100 meters in this next gate.
All about the execution of this next tack. Jimmy Spittle's got good speed. Tom Slingsby's back into it from nowhere. Outridge has the right of way on the inside over Slingsby, but it's all about how good your tack is here. Jimmy Spittle, can you stay on the foils? Nathan Outridge, can you stay on the foils? Good tack from the USA. Oh, a bit late for the Japanese for me there. Not their best tack. Tom Slingsby on the inside and on the foils. He's going to sneak through and take second again.
And in race number 2, it's going to be Team USA that gets the win here in Denmark as Jimmy Spithill and company rebound from a 7th place to take a 1st.
It came down to a wing pop again there on the Japanese. They, just like the Brits in race 1, they had a late wing pop that meant they didn't power up on the new reach, and that was it.
Slingsby's foiling at the top of the line. Have they judged it right? Looks like a gap's going to open at the bottom of the line for Ainsley. How's your timing, Ben? It's going to be tight as we turn down. Burling turns down. 2-1. Look for the line to go wide. What a start from Ainsley through the bottom of the line there. And it's Ainsley and Burling blasting to mark number 1. Time and distance spot on from those two crews.
Coming up at gate number 2, it'll be Great Britain. Remember, they're looking for a big performance here after a 4th and a 5th in the first 2 races.
Ingle, on a slightly high mode. Real nice, anyway.
It's the voice of Peter Burling. Really nice rounding there. Right in behind there, and it's Nathan Outridge, jibed on top of the French. He's taking a right turn. He's the first one looking for wind on the other side of the course. I think if you can be leading out of a mark, you're in good position. Huge loss for the New Zealand team here. Big gain for Ainsley as he turns away at gate 3.
Hey, Angle. Back start. Good for a bit here. Yep.
British are gone in this race, Freddie. They should be able to secure this one.
When they're in the pack, they just got the rub of the green the wrong way in the first 2 races, and we've seen it with these guys, particularly with Ainsley at the helm. When they get to sail free and easy and lock into their own boat speed and their control, they often have a little lick over the rest of the fleet.
There's the situation right now with Great Britain in the lead. The battle for second is on between Burling and Billy Basson. That's New Zealand and France, with the Americans sitting in 4th.
Here come the Kiwis. One more tack. 2 to do. They're still ahead of Basson. They stay on the foils.
And race 3 goes the way of the Brits as Ben Ainsley guides them to a victory in the 3rd and final race here in Aarhus. Now the battle is on for positions 2, 3, and 4. Valuable points on the line. Can the Kiwis pull it off and hold off the French?
Oh, it's a good tack by the French. They're on the foils there. And it's Spittle. Where's he come from? Burling will sneak round in second, but can c'est pas possible. Oui, c'est is possible, Billy. There goes Spittle. He's dived through inside. Unbelievable. Billy Basson can't believe it. I can't believe it. Jimmy Spittle can, though.
So it'll be New Zealand holding on for 2nd place, and the race to the finish now as the Kiwis cross the line. And a great point, Stevie. Where did Jimmy Spithill and the Americans come from? Just moments ago, they were back in 5th place. Now they'll finish in 3rd.
Here we go, 20 seconds till the line, and we can see now the Australians, they're a long way back at the start, but it's all about time and distance. You need speed running in. I like where the Australians are. Outridge got himself stuck with Ben Ainsley, and Besson is too close to the line. Peter Burling turns the boat down, but with 5 seconds to go, I like where the Australians are. Can they slide the boat through? There's the gun. Penalty France over the start line early. They must round the mark last. Jimmy Spittle stuffed it at the top of the line.
OCS France.
It's Spain, Phil Robertson.
Penalty clear.
News foils on the boat, and he's first up on his foils, closely followed by Peter Burling and the Kiwi crew. Expect these boats to shoot away as we head off down this first leg to Mark 1.
Even if you lift one hull out of the water, as we see here on the Spanish, you halve your wetted surface area and you launch off down the course.
So at mark number 1, it's the Spanish who did not race yesterday after that incident where they broke in Daggerboard. They have the lead. They cannot get mathematically into the final race. So the rest of the fleet not too panicky there, but Ben Ainsley in a great position right now, currently sitting in second.
Look at the breeze to the left-hand side here. Nathan Outridge has jumped through into the lead. Absolutely crucial for him in the overalls. If he can get a good race 4, that could jump him up the leaderboard. Look at those live speeds, up over 22 kilometers an hour on board Japan. Australia under 10 kilometers an hour. Japan have found that new wind. Good news for them. There they are. They're one hull up in the water. It's tight at the bottom. Ainsley's dropped back to 5th, and it's Spittle in 4th. Where's he come from?
So this is leg 3 of 4 in the shortened course as they cross this gate number 3. Japan, look at this, foiling actually. So the Japanese out in front with 1 leg to go to a possible victory. So the Japanese lap New Zealand, who sit in 8th place and under low wind. Sail GP powered by nature, just enough nature to push the Japanese across the finish line for the victory here in race number 4 in Aarhus.
20 seconds to go. That was Pete Blurtuk. It's going to be hard to do. It is going to be hard to do from there, but they've still got a little distance to work with. 13 seconds. It's all about your acceleration late on here. How can they do it? Denmark and New Zealand fighting at the top of the line, and the Kiwis look like they're going to be locked out by Sehested as we speak here. Turning down at the gun, it's Spain in the middle of the line. Great Britain pinned out. Burling pinned out. Sehested, what a move. But out the middle of the line, it's once again Phil Robertson and Jimmy Spittle found a way through. The Hunter came through. Great job as we head off towards Mark 1. Look at the bottom of the screen though, Ben Ainsley, and on the foils, Nathan Outridge, the Wind Whisperer. There he goes, look at he glides through. Where's he found that from? They've come from absolutely nowhere, found that breeze. What's his decision going to be at this next mark?
Just go straight from here.
And Japan now bringing it in with Great Britain sitting in 2nd, New Zealand in 3rd.
I think we'll beat them.
And Nathan Outridge is talking about it. That's the distance they have to go. Another 20 meters and the win is theirs.
You're going to get through. Watch the mark, Nate. I got the mark.
Look at that. He's lapping France and Australia. And they will cross the line ever so gently as Ben Ainsley will come on strong. He'll come up just short. It is Japan getting the win in race number 5, and Ben Ainsley will take 2nd place.
So the battle here, those 2 boats have now qualified. Japan and Great Britain have qualified for the finals.
We're looking for that line to turn white as they turn down. Australia, there's the start gun. Here we go. We're turning down here. There we go. The line goes white, and it's Australia across the line first. Great start from Slingsby. Ainsley a little bit late at the bottom of the line, but as we say, it's all about finding the wind. And look, top of the screen, dark patch of wind coming down. Who's going to find it first?
Okay, dropping.
Here they come at mark number 1. It's Australia out in front, Japan in 2nd, Great Britain sitting in 3rd. In the final race here at the Rockwool Denmark Sail Grand Prix. Can the Australians back up what they did in Plymouth where they got the win? Japan, winners in Taranto, Italy, looking for their 2nd on the season. And Great Britain started the season off with a win in Bermuda. Can they repeat that performance? This would be huge if Tom Slingsby could get the win. He's had a great battle with Ben Ainsley, and right now he sits in 1st place at gate number 2. So looking to make it 2 wins in a row. Remember, they won the event back in July in Plymouth.
Talk about a weight off his shoulders, Todd. He's been under pressure. He's never managed to beat Ben Ainsley in the final of one of these events here, and it's so important that he can make it stick now. Both boats sailing to boundary. It looks like it's getting light on the Australian boat. Look upwind there, the top of the course. There is good wind coming. Who can find that next? As Japan, they're slowing down as well. Ben Ainsley at over 40 kilometers an hour. He's making inroads. This race is far from over. Who can find that next breeze first? 36 kilometers an hour. They're really up and flying again there as they bear away at gate 3, but it's Ben Ainsley coming in on starboard tack, going well.
So unlike the previous two races, we've got one downwind to do, one more upwind to do, and then a reach to the finish. The breeze is good.
So halfway through this six-leg race final, it's Japan giving way to Great Britain, and it'll be a drag race to see if either of those two boats can track down Tom Slingsby and Australia's Sail GP.
This will be crucial now. Japan are splitting to the other side of the course. Can they find better wind than Tom Slingsby?
This is the umpire's penalty GBR relative to Japan. Penalty GBR relative to Japan. Not giving room at the mark. Not giving room at the mark.
That's a big call by the umpire.
How much room do they want? That is such a call. Are they going to take their penalty or what? Hey Craig, are they going to take their penalty? Shut up, Nathan. Mate, that's a call. We're going to try and get behind you. Stop moaning.
Let's get back to Australia. He's up and foiling, and this really handed the race here to Tom Slingsby, but he needs to stay calm and focused on board that Australian boat and do the simple things right to get to the finish. It's tight now. Ainsley's nearly cleared his penalty, still potentially got a chance to cling a second out of this, which would be some comeback. Got to go behind Japan.
And everyone's happy on board Australia right now with a more than 100-meter lead over Japan. Tom Slingsby will bring it across the finish line and grab the victory here in Aarhus. And what a performance. Tom Slingsby had problems in race number 5, finishing 7th, so 1 point clear of not getting into this final race ahead of the Americans, but he gets it done. And when it counted most, the Australians get it done and get the win. Congratulations, Australia Sail GP, for the victory in Aarhus.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. What a race that was. Outridge looks like he's done enough to secure second.
I think we had a British accent on that. I don't know what was going on. Wowee. Oh, good salvage. Sorry about that tack, man. Jeez.
That would be the tack that was probably bottom right as they came out the leeward gate, and the British were chomping into them. We know the British foiled into their next tack, and that teed up what is going to be the hot talking point out of this event.